Hi folks, my name is Z002222222 and I'm a fan of all things vehicular. What I'm going to do here is take a vehicle that has no point being off-road and take it off-road. What vehicle am I talking about? This vehicle, Bravado Paradise. Basically it's a cargo van with some wildlife stenciled on the side of it. I've fully modded mine. This was part of the Beach Bump DLC, a vehicle introduced in the game way back when that got very little love. And strangely enough, this vehicle is in the off-road class. So, if you wanted to, I mean, not that you ever should, but if you wanted to, you could take this vehicle off-road. So, let's see how she do. Now I'm gonna do these in a one-take style format. Just kind of take the car through some of my favorite tracks, different cars, different tracks, but more often than not, they're gonna be some of the oddballs. This track here is called Bogged Down. It's a great off-road track. Really lets you use some of them great off-road capability of some of your lifted vehicles. Already you see the Bravado struggling a little bit because it's not raised, it's not lifted. Stock height. I believe this is rear-wheel drive only. I did fit it with off-road tires to help a little bit. So one of the things you may be wondering, is it fast? And the answer to that is no. It is not fast at all. Very slow? Does it handle well? No. Does it drift well? Well, sort of. I mean, in the way a big rear-wheel drive, sloppy, slow van is bound to drift because it's got no weight on the rear tires. High-sided it. That's terrible. So far, it's not really struggling that bad in these water crossings. A good thing, because there's a lot of water to cross. Will she make it? Will she make it? I mean, it looked like she might have if she had rear-wheel drive there, or all-wheel drive. But as you see, the front wheel's kind of spinning because of the inertia, and the rear wheel just kind of spinning, doing nothing. So unfortunately, I don't think she's going to get up this obstacle. Now, is that going to make us stop the run? Of course not. There's always more than one way to skin a cat. Now those crushed cars there, those are for lifted vehicles. I believe this track was originally intentioned for Sand Kings. This thing is far from a Sand King. Or Van King. Now, if you thought that last section was pretty extreme as far as off-roading goes, you haven't seen anything yet. Here in America, we have a thing called bogging. It's where you take a oversized truck through very, very large puddles and try not to get stuck. I'm gonna do a lot of that here if I can keep it on the wheels. And as I said, it's a one take, so I'm leaving all that in there. I mean, she's not a quitter. She fought through that one right there. I didn't know whether it was going to make it. It was touch and go for a second. Whether she was going to swap out and I was going to have to restart. Oh, she fought through it. And then got flipped over by a mystery bump. But still, she fought through the water. That is the impressive part. I mean, this is not bad for a shaggin' wagon. If you look in the back, it's got curtains in it. Alright, now the big one. Will she make it? And she does it easy. And once again, this track is called Bogged Down. I didn't create it. I came across it one day and fell in love with it. Props to the original creator. I'm sure his name is in the intro if you ever look it up. Ah, yes, that acceleration, that torque. And finish it off with a drift. Let's see how she did. I mean, the roof could be better. Windshield, front end pretty smashed up. I mean, no, it'll buff out for the most part. Not terrible. And that is the answer to a question nobody has ever asked. How will the Bravado Paradise van do in an off-road circuit? The answer is, I mean, it can do it. Is it good at it? No.